Shalom. This lesson I'm going into is called the Negro, the so-called black man. He was not atheist when he got to America. I'm going to prove it to you through facts of slave narrative writing in books. I'm going to prove it to you. This is the book, Ilawadayikwano. Let's go into it. This is page this. We practice circumcision like the Jews. We made offerings and feasts on that occasion in the same manner as they did. So this little boy said they practice circumcision like the Jews. Now, if you know anything about the circumcision, 8 days you was to circumcise your children, the young boys. You were to circumcise them the first 8 days. So this man is saying that they were doing that. Now this is a so-called Negro, letting you know that they went by the same customs of the Torah. I'm gonna jump down and say, though we had no place of public worship, we had priests and magi's, or magicians, or wise men. I do not remember whether they had different offenses, or whether they were united in the same persons, but they were held in great reverence by the people, Salakia. They calculated our time and foretold events as their name imported, for we called them Afo Waka, which signifies calculators of yearly men. Our year being called Afo, it say they wore their beards. So they wore their beards according to Leviticus 19 and 21. Leviticus 19 and 27. It say, and when they died, they were succeeded by their sons. So when they died, their sons took over the throne. So this is out of the book Ilawadayikwano, Interesting Narratives of the Life of Ilawadayikwano. This is one book. Now I'm going to show you more books. This is Black Culture and Black Consciousness, out of this book right here, which was referenced by Kachud the Denite, Moreh Yeshaya. This is page 41. It say, even here the slaves were often discovered by the white patrols. Then they would rush in and start whipping and beating these slaves unmercifully. West Turner of Virginia reported, and do you know some of those devils was mean and sinful enough to say, if I catch you here serving God, I will beat you. You ain't got no time to serve God. We brought you here to serve us. So they were when they was on the slave ships, they had a God that they was praying to. They were not atheists. Because you got some Kemetic conscious, black conscious Kemetics that say that our people was never religious. They just practiced African spirituality, and that's false. That's hands down not true. They were religious, which we don't go by religion because we go by nationality, the customs and the culture that we had as a people. This is Alex Haley, Roots. Let's go into that. Now, the books that I'm showing you, they all slave narrative books coming out of the slave's mouth. This is page 771. They say, I don't care what these white folks say, declared Matilda. Master Lincoln doing good for us. If he get them so upset, fact mo, I hear about sound to me. He like Moses trying to free us children of Israel. So this black woman named Matilda, she knew that they were the Israelites. She knew that they were the Israelites. Let's get the proof coming out of the Bible. This is Joel 3 and I'm gonna start at 2. It say, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they scattered among the nations and departed my land. So they brought us over here on slave ships, which is documented in the Bible. I'm going to get that next. It's saying, and they have cast lots for my people, cast lots of soul, and have given a boy for a harlot, made a boy into a sex breeder for slaves, and sold a girl for wine, that they may drink. And yea, what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? And all the coast of Palestine will ye render me a recompense, Salakia. And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. Because ye have taken my silver and gold and carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, the white people, that ye may remove them far from their borders. How did they remove us far from our borders? Deuteronomy 28:68. Let's get it. Deuteronomy 28:68. It saying, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way where I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So the Lord said he was going to bring us back into Egypt. Egypt is America, because Egypt, the Greek word Egyptos, means bondage. And if you look on the back of a dollar bill, there's a pyramid letting you know we back into Egypt. And America and Egypt had two things in common. They both had slaves, and they carry the same symbols. If you look on the back of a dollar bill, you see an eagle, and in ancient Egypt, you see an eagle. So we're back into Egypt again with ships, according to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 68th verse. And there's more too.